What is up, Legion? What is up, heathens? Rev Avi here, checking in live for the Magic Talk, right? I gotta practice that, not quarantine talk, but Magic Talk, right? What's up, guys? I'm here, eager to get started as always. Of course, if you got friends in the group, tag them so we can get them on here. I'll take a few minutes before I dive into the topic tonight, like I always do. Give people a chance to jump on here, okay? So, of course, if you haven't been over to our website, jump over there, demonism.org, okay? Really awesome content on there, really awesome lesson courses and stuff going to be popping up on there. I'm always going to be adding to that content, okay? If you're not on our Discord, get on there. That's where we have voice chats and stuff at. Not as much recently, but we will be kicking that back up into full gear soon. But that's where we have our voice chats. Everybody has a voice on there. Everybody can chat, not just me, okay? So I'll take a couple minutes. What's up, Martha? Give people a chance to get on here. Please tag your friends. If you got them, tag them if you got them, and then we'll get started. So tonight's talk, we're actually going to cover something that was recommended from another member. This is a question that came in, or a request that came in. They wanted to do a live on spiritual parasites. So we're going to talk about that tonight. What are spiritual parasites? What is the concept of that? What is it all about? We're going to cover that tonight. I'll give you my inside understanding of the concept of spiritual parasites. So I'll just take a couple minutes and let people show up, and then I will dive right into that thing, okay? So yeah, I did get, on different news, I did get the Mesmerism 102 videos shot and up on the website for those of you that are subscribed to the active memberships. So pop in there and check out those lessons. You get to see the techniques from Mesmerism displayed live. I show you exactly how to do this stuff with people, okay? So check those lessons out if you haven't seen them already. Okay? And so I'm seeing a couple people, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. You want to tag some people? Can you tag some people?
I need your phone.
It's right there.
No,
so
it's behind you.
Oh, is it? Oh. So I'll just dive right in, and whoever catches it later can just jump on when they get a chance. So spiritual parasites. Okay, let's talk about that. So there's a big cloud of smoke. So there's a lot of different takes on this as far as what spiritual parasites are and stuff like that. So if we go back to just what is the definition of a parasite? Okay, let's just start with that. What is the definition of a parasite? That's something that basically deprives something else or feeds off something else in order to sustain itself. It's something that relies on something else, drains that its host's energy, or drains its host in some type of way to sustain itself, or to sustain itself. That's the idea of what a parasite is, right? So the truth be told, if we look at this from the context, okay, well, that's the definition of a parasite. A lot of things can be considered parasites, okay, including the human beings themselves, like us as human beings. We could be considered a parasite to the earth. We rely on the earth and take from it, and we do nothing but add toxic stuff to the earth, including destroying animals and as far as pollution and stuff. I mean, it goes on and on and on. So we could even be considered a parasite to the earth itself, okay? But if we're talking about the context of spiritual parasites, let's cover what that really is, or what I feel like that really truly is. A spiritual parasite is a perpetuating cycle, or it's a idea or thought form, which is a perpetuating cycle of abuse. Okay, so this comes from violence or emotional abuse. Okay, this is what starts the cycle of a spiritual parasite, something that can drain a person spiritually and truly, cause negative stuff to happen in their life, or something that can be passed on to someone else. Okay, because parasites usually, like I said, they have a host. And in the context of it being spiritual, if you look from a shamanic point of view, this is something that gets passed on. So this is some type of person or intentional harming of another person that gets passed on to someone else. Okay, so this could be sexual violence, whatever. Okay, some cycle of abuse that gets passed on, and then once it affects that other person, you usually when and this is an important thing to realize. Usually, when somebody suffers from some type of extreme emotional trauma or some type of serious emotional situation, they feel it in their gut. They you see them curl over into the fetal position and cry, or they're affected. You see it in their stomach area, right in the solar plexus. Okay, so it's like getting punched in the gut. It's no joke. This is something that seriously affects people. Okay, so with these cycles of abuse and stuff like that, and understanding how this comes from a source, it gets passed to a person, and then it gets perpetuated. Sometimes the person that gets abused can then regurgitate that same cycle of abuse because the parasite or the spiritual parasite has been passed onto them by their abuser. Okay, so the cycle can perpetuate. For instance, with violence, a person that experiences severe violence may then themselves have that pent up anger and violence towards other people. Okay, this can be a thing that's reborn. This parasite can be reborn. Okay, so spiritual parasites have everything to do with abuse. The best way to learn how to deal with these things is to, of course, seek therapy, and that's going to be the first and strongest recommendation for anyone is to seek help, seek therapy if you're going through that, if you've been through some type of cycle of abuse. Seek out somebody that you can talk to that can help you because you need an outlet. Okay, that's the first thing is you need an outlet. The problem is with stuff like that is it gets bottled up. Okay, as you're always bottling that stuff up, and so outlets are extremely important. So you need to have someone or some type of thing that can help you deal with that situation. Okay. The other thing is to understand the cycle of abuse. That's going to help you deal with it. You have to understand what the cycle of abuse is. Okay. And a therapist is going to help you understand that. And then the other thing is to be supportive if you know people that are dealing with abuse, okay, especially if it's something violent. Some people that are in violent abuse situations feel like they can't call out for help. Okay, that's why there's so many secret systems and stuff like that for alerting other people to if you're in a violent situation and you can't call out for help. Okay, there's a lot of systems for that, and which you should start to educate yourself. Okay, on ways that you can alert or friends can alert others if they're in danger, if they feel like their life is in danger, or if they're at risk of being harmed. Okay, and so with all of that stuff coming to mind, these are the types of things, okay, that can be considered spiritual parasites. This is going to drain on your mind, emotion, and physical body to the point where you couldn't possibly focus on anything else or graduate spiritually because you have so much damage that's already taken place that you need to heal from first. Okay, so I hope that makes sense out there, and I hope that offers some clarity as to what spiritual parasites are. Now, a lot of people think it's like some mysticism, mumbo jumbo. Oh, there's some kind of being or dark being attached itself to you. That's all some bullshit. I'm going to tell you right away. I do not adhere to mysticism or anything like that, the religious dogma side of it at all. So when you understand that those spiritual things are always representing some type of psychological process, then it starts to really have some type of grounds in the actual physical world and the reality that we all live in, right? You can understand that if somebody's having how the subconscious mind could manifest severe trauma as some type of dark being or monstrous thing or something like that in an effort to express that there's something wrong or there's a serious problem. So you could, of course, create all kinds of characters from within the mind to represent those things. Perhaps the person that is more psychic than the other person and is becoming aware of them having some type of psychological damage or issue can perceive a dark being in that way. So it appears to their mind as, like I said, that dark monster or something representing a person that is, again, dealing with that that dark stuff that needs to heal. Okay, that abuse or emotional trauma or whatever it is that they need to heal from. So hopefully this can really offer you guys some clarity out there. Now, with that said, I'm going to shut up because I'm sure I've been talking for about 20 minutes or so, somewhere in there, and I'm going to answer some questions. So what's up? I see everybody out there. What's up, Ace? Long time no see, buddy. Carlos, what's up, buddy? I see you guys out there. And Rhino, What's up, guys? Any question about anything? Questions about anything that I'm talking about tonight at all? If not, cool. If so, awesome. Shoot them out there, and I will answer. So I'll shut up for a couple minutes here and let you guys ask your questions. Okay. So this next upcoming week, I won't be doing as many lives because I'm gonna be out of town. So a heads up on that, guys. What's up, Destiny? So yeah, this next upcoming week, I'm gonna be out of town, so I won't be doing as many lives. Also, good news for me, probably not so great news for you guys, but next month stages are gonna be opening back up. Okay, in April, is predicted where stages and venues and stuff are gonna be open back up. So I'm gonna be out performing and stuff. So I won't be doing as much. I won't have as much time to do these lives and stuff. I will still be posting the lesson courses and all of that stuff for the website, but I won't have as much Facebook presence when I break into my practice schedule and performing schedule. Okay, so use my time wisely while you guys have it, man. If you guys got questions and want to contact me and stuff, now is the time. Okay. Cool. So let's get back on the topic. I'll jump back in. So there's not too many questions coming in or any at all. So with the spiritual parasites, guys, you got to remember this stuff always, magic comes from people. We create magic. We are the only forms or beings that have the intellect and intellectual level that exist to manifest things on that level. Okay, you have to understand that. Man is deist. There is no other power above us. So to say like some type of spiritual parasite could jump on you and ruin your life because this thing's attached to you is absolutely silly. It all comes down to that psychological thing. A person can be a spiritual parasite, and that's the whole point of this talk is it always comes from people. It's always some type of person or situation or something that is the parasite. Okay. Asen says, so banishing is just a tool to clear your mental space. Absolutely. Sage doesn't really have a physical effect, but only on the mind, right? Yeah. And well, they say that sage has a effect on the ions in the air also, that it somehow cleanses the ions in the air through the burning agent. But other than that, no, it doesn't do anything super duper special. It's just an herb. It smells really nice. It calms you, that sort of stuff, clears your mental space. But other than that, it's not some super agent that banishes dark stuff out of the area. That's totally a misconception. You could do the same thing with salt. You could just take a Epsom salt bath, okay, and calm yourself. And same thing, okay. So yeah, like I said, I don't. And I make a strong point, and some people don't agree with it, but I make a strong point to push away from mysticism and complete spiritualism, because I feel like it's a farce. The what people have evolved it to at this point is a farce. Everyone has their own version of stuff, and if that's the case, then it's all in everyone's mind, okay? And there is no right or wrong system. All systems are right. All systems are wrong. And this is making me challenge something else too that I feel like needs to be regurgitated. I have family members, very close. First, I'm talking first family members. Okay, they're first family members that are strong, devout Christians. Okay, and then other ones that are strong, devout Catholics. And we all still love, care about, talk to, and have a relationship with each other. I think that family is such a strong and important thing that if you are tied or separated from your family because of some spiritual belief or religious or dogmatic bullshit, then you have bigger problems than worrying about if some invisible boogeyman is gonna make your spell cast, okay, in the next couple of days. The truth is you need to work on your own spiritual stuff first. You have to do the mundane work first. You got relationships destroyed right in front of you. There's no possible way you can go into relationships in another world. You can't even deal with the ones that are happening in this one. Okay, you have to be realistic with this stuff. Okay, everything happens on all three planes, not just on the plane that you choose to pay attention to. So if your spiritual world is in shambles and you see the relationships are fucked up there, that means the emotional and spiritual ones are fucked up too. Okay, so you got to work on all that stuff. So with that said, I'm gonna open up for a few more questions and see if there's any questions out there. So yeah, that's the purpose of banishing, though, is just to clear your mental space. Meditation, all that stuff is about you clearing your mental space. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so also, if you guys haven't seen some of the spinning videos I've done with the sabers and stuff, that's my way of clearing my mental space, is flow arts. I go out and I spin stuff. I do invisible shit with my hands. I perform. That's my thing. I love bringing people together. Like, somebody had something negative to say about the fact that I'm actually a performer. And the thing is this: me performing brings together masses of people. Okay, people that never would have met each other, people that don't know each other. I could go into a situation like, for instance, a bar or a public situation, and bring together an entire group of strangers. And before we leave that place, everyone there is friends. So to me, that's a superpower. Okay, that's a superpower. That's real magic right there. I have an effect on masses of groups of people. And so if you can't understand how that is the real magic, then you, like I said, you got a lot more work to do on the spiritual level and the mundane level before, I mean, the mundane and emotional levels before you can even get to the spiritual level. Okay. Um, Danielle, performance is almost a whole ritual in itself. It is, because it takes tremendous amounts of practice. I mean, doing the same thing over and over again for months on end before you ever get to the stage is nerve wracking. And then to actually get to the stage, everybody's watching, the cameras are going, and you got that one little thing like, fuck, you might mess up that one thing. It's fucking nerve wracking. It takes a lot. Okay, it really does. Um, Danielle, look at all types of ritual drumming, chanting, dancing. You're absolutely right. It's all a big ritual. The idea of buying a ticket to go to the show, okay, to get there, to be amazed by your artist or whatever thing you're doing is a whole process of ritual. You're planning to enter the ritual chamber to see the show, right? That's the same thing as conjuration. Once you enter the chamber, now it's time for the show. You're excited, right? And then you're hoping that when the spirit will appear, the celebrity will appear, and of course entertain you, whatever your wish is. It's all the same process. Magic isn't everything. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So everyone that's paying attention out there. Okay. Cool. So I've been on for about 22 minutes. I'll open up for a couple more questions or take your guys' comments, and then I'm gonna jump out of here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay. So I'll open up just a few more minutes for some questions, since we got quite a few viewers on tonight. Actually, you know what? It's Friday. Let's do a Freaky Friday thing. I'll do something freaky for Friday. See what I can think about, what I can do for a second here.
You know we ain't allowed to do freaky stuff online.
Oh, we can't do freaky stuff on Facebook. I forgot. I'm gonna do it anyway.
You're gonna get Zuckerberg. You're gonna be Zuckerberg.
Where are you performing? Usually, well, my desired and favorite place to perform out in this area is at the Crucible Madison. Okay, Crucible Madison. That's in Madison, Wisconsin. It's a lovely little bar and club that I like. They have a great stage there. The people are great there. I'm friends with the owner, etc. So I love the Crucible Madison. Before that, I used to hang out a lot at Club Inferno, but that place burned down. They rebuilt it, then they shut it down, and then they tore it down. So there's no more Club Inferno. So we only have Crucible out here. And then where I am now, which is not exactly in Madison, I moved. There's a club here that we're going to try to get gigs at called Second Salem. Okay, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, those are my two favorite places to perform. Outside of that, birthday parties, schools, anywhere. I don't turn down anything but my collar. Okay. Danielle, you're for banishing. I'm trying to use demonic names in place of angelic names. For like lesser banisher ritual, for example. Ever tried anything like that? Yes, I've also sent it to you before, Danielle. So I actually have, and it may still be in the file section of this group, but I actually wrote out the left hand path version of the left hand lesser banisher ritual of the pentagram, and it's also in Semita Diorum, underneath the Grand Conjuration. So you get the inverted pentagrams, all the correct directions, and then the elements that correspond with them, including the demonic entities that you could use to vibrate in each corner. Okay, so it's all broken down there for you without the religious right hand path dogma. You could also do that whole ceremony without any of it, any of the spiritual names at all, only using the elements. So there's another way that you can do that. There's a lot of different ways you can do that. Circle casting or drawing the cone of power ritual. Okay. Yeah, I did. Club Inferno burned down. That's funny. I I remember seeing it somewhere. Awesome. Yeah, cool. So it's Insamita. It's Insamita Diorum, and it's also, it should be in the files section of this group. If not, then if you haven't been on the website, check the blog. And I'm not going to lie and say, oh, I'm going to have it up like in the next day or so, because I'm usually good about that. But it's like literally about to be my birthday in a few days here. And I'm heading to Vegas to meet up with some of my big time friends. And so, yeah, I'm not focused on that at all right now. So I might remember to put it back up on the blog, but I don't think I put it on the blog. So I'll put it up on the blog for you after I get back. Okay, I'll put that ritual up on there for you, because I still have to do Metaphysics 102, which is going to teach that same stuff from the book anyway. Okay, so if you don't see it in there, it'll be on the blog. So with that said, guys, much love, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one.